Hi everyone, this is Tristan with TJ Inspires, and this is my uterine fibroid story. I'm going to be breaking it down, so make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, TJ Inspires. All of my social media is TJ Inspires. Make sure you share this video with a family member, friends. I'm going to be telling my story. I would highly recommend that if you're experiencing some of the things I experienced in this video, make sure you consult a doctor. Again, this is Tristan Jackson with TJ Inspires, and this is my uterine fibroid story. I had noticed like my menstruals were excruciating. They would come, they would go, and then when they would come, they would just be so heavy. I mean, heavy. And I started going to the doctor because I never used to go to the doctor. You know, doctors are scary. So I started going to the doctor maybe like a year ago, and I went to the doctor, and I was like, doctor, I'm experiencing heavy periods. They are, excruciating pain. And I thought just, as you grow older that your menstrual cycle is supposed to kind of cut down. He was like, yeah, the first doctor, he was like, yeah, it's normal, it's okay. And I was like, and my mom's like, no, something's not right. Like these periods, I shouldn't be experiencing this pain at this age that I am in. So just on my own, I was like, no, something's not right. I got to get a second opinion. And, just want to make sure that you guys be an advocate for yourself, because if you know something is not feeling right, something's not right, and you just go get a second opinion. The doctors are, you have to be your own advocate. That's what I highly recommend. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you my story because my dad passed in March, and he didn't like going to the hospital. He got a diagnosis, and after the diagnosis, he never went back to the hospital. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to be walking around with, this pain. So went to a woman doctor, a gynecologist. And when I got there, my doctor, shout out to my doctor. She's been very nice. Got there, first thing, got on the table, and she touched on my stomach. And the first thing she noticed was like, Tristan. I was like, what? I said, I was telling the first doctor, something's not right. And immediately she knew that something wasn't right. She kept feeling on my stomach, and it was hard. And I told her about my menstrual cycles, how they were heavy, changing pads, and just I was still functioning, but it was just, my menstrual cycles were just painful. And so as soon as she got me on the table, she immediately knew something wasn't right. So after she got me on the table, we talked about it, and she was like, Tristan, you need to go immediately to go get a MRI. So that was, I believe that was that was this year. So I had to go back and forth to the doctor, trying to figure out what's going on, because I knew something wasn't right. And so I went and got my MRI, and it wasn't even less than 24 hours. I did my MRI, and then after that, that's when my doctor got my MRI, my images, and told me that I had uterine fibroids and that I needed to take immediate action, and that the fibroids were so big. I had 3 of them. One of them was the size of a watermelon, and that it was pressing against my organs inside, and that's what was causing the heavy bleeding. So yeah, that's part 1. I would highly recommend that you be an advocate for yourself. I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing my story because I want to be able to help you guys. So yeah, that's part 1. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, TJ Inspires. Make sure you go and be an advocate for yourself. Take care of your health. If you have parents, make sure you guys go to the doctor. And if you know something doesn't feel right, that you take care of it. And I'm glad I did. And so I'm going to go and share part 2. Part 2 is coming soon. So make sure, again, just share, subscribe, like. And this is Tristan Jackson. This is my uterine fibroid story. I would like to also add the weight gain. And I would notice that, you know, my stomach was very bulgy. And I would, you know, like I said, I like to eat. Like, I like food. And like all of my vital signs, every time I went to the doctor, everything was fine. I'm good health. But I just noticed that the weight gain was like in my tummy. And when my menstrual cycles would come, I would have headaches. My feet hurt. You know, it was just painful menstrual cycles. And again, I would notice every time I go to the doctor, I would be gaining weight, and it would be mainly in my belly. Yeah, I didn't experience any other, you know, symptoms. Never been in the hospital before. Never really been sick before, other than a cold and a headache. So I was like, what's up with that? So